Welcome to Bungalower and the Bus. I am the bus, John Bustegger.
I'm a Florida vernacular with shingles and a whole bunch of curb appeal, Brendan O'Connor from Bungalower.com.
You're better from afar.
Oh, thanks. A butterface, if you will. Here on Bungalower and the Bus, we talk about all the top headlines on Orlando's downtown bungalow neighborhoods.
This is the fanciest house I've ever been in for a podcast.
It really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, have we ever been in a fancier house for this?
I don't think so, and that's because we're talking all about the Parade of Homes. Parade of Homes Orlando. And we're with her, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Good afternoon. How are you guys?
Or the designer, rather. Right?
I'm actually the custom home builder.
The custom home builder. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's gorgeous.
It is. It is a very nice house.
I feel like I'm in a future palace. You know, I watch a lot of sci-fi, Chris. I got a point. And it feels like this is like those near future settings. Right, like
I see that. Yeah,
where they have
hidden rooms.
A self-driving car brings you here, you know, and then
you can talk to the door here.
You talk to the door. You know, you have a hidden office. We're going to show all these things on a video.
Why don't we let him tell us about the house?
Yeah, Chris, tell us about this house.
I'm so excited to have you guys here. I'm Chris Salhab with Valdara Custom Homes. We're here in Winter Park in the Virginia Heights neighborhood. At the showcase home for the 2024 Parade of Homes Orlando. Mm-hmm. It's a gorgeous home, 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 5,000 square feet, tons of really unique, different, over-the-top finishes. We really encourage everyone to come out and check out this home. Parade of Homes is running from May 4th through 12th.
Coming up.
There's over 80 entries in the parade.
All over Central Florida. It's not just Winter Park.
Florida. Absolutely, yep.
But would you say this is the best? How can they top this?
He probably hasn't been to the other 79, right?
I think there's a lot of great homes I want you to check out.
That was a diplomatic answer right there. He's
you
a
can
smart
brag
man.
it up. You built this place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
just finished it.
Yeah, how long has this house been done?
We did. So we just wrapped up this home in January. Took us about 15 months once we had a shovel in the ground to bring it to life.
This is like 4 of my houses. Right? Yeah, it really is.
It
yeah,
is.
It really is.
But also, like, it's not sprawling. Like, everything has, like it's a point. It's curated.
I don't even know how to describe it without, like, showing it on video. Like, it's just a beautiful
house. How would you
house.
describe this house?
Mm-hmm.
With words.
It's open floor plan, master on primary suite on the first level, 3 bedrooms upstairs, nice bonus play area, home gym.
We like the gym. The gym was cool looking.
Indoor, outdoor feel. We got this crazy 30-foot sliding glass door overlooking a pretty cool pool and entertainment area.
It's a The doors here are massive.
Yeah, the front door is like for a Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, like if you're a giant and you can't live anywhere because everything's too
you're
small,
too big to get into
this is where you live.
Regular people houses?
Yeah.
There are steps, though, so that might make it hard for somebody who's large enough to get
Oh, you mean the stairs?
Yeah.
Just take 2 at a time. And then, so you're a Parade of Homes winner, too, right?
Mm-hmm. This ain't your first rodeo.
Yeah.
I am. So we've been in the parade 3 times. So yeah, this is our 3rd entry.
Okay, and you won. Didn't you won one year?
Oh, he's a modest man.
We did. We won a couple of years back.
Okay.
What do you win? Another house?
That would be great. No, you get this nice glass trophy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You display that somewhere?
Of course you do.
No, but he also can. It's all over their stuff, right? So for Valdara Custom Homes, they specialize in building these boutique, beautiful homes. They can say they're a Parade of Homes winner.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's 2 components to the parade. One component, it's obviously kind of the prize of it, winning the grand award. That's one aspect of it. And the other aspect
that on your LinkedIn immediately.
Absolutely. And the other aspect is being able to bring in literally thousands of home buyers in the area to walk through this home and see the great work that we can do.
That's a good point. Have you ever been to a Parade of Homes?
No, but
I don't think I have either.
We've written about it many times.
So why do people want to come into your house or the homes that you build and look at them?
Yeah, what's the point?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, essentially, parade the participants who enter into the parade, it's advertising for those businesses. It's a way for you to show off your work and all the great things that you can do. For people who are attending the parade, it's many facets. They've got plans designed and they're ready to build. They could be young dreamers who are just kind of, adding on to their bucket list of things.
Young dreamers?
Older dreamers.
Okay.
So the parade is for everyone. You don't have to need to build a home today to be able to go to the parade of homes.
I feel like it's a good way to get firsthand looks at like home builders, like what they did. Did they cut any corners? Like when you're shopping for a builder, like maybe you are someone who can afford to build a custom home, but you don't know who it is. You just got here, you don't know the market, so you can do this parade and just like it's like speed dating almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much of it is nosy neighbors?
Oh,
That
that's
are
a
like,
great
I've always
question.
wanted
0%. That never happens. Come on, guys.
I'm sure they're like, I want to go see what goes on.
I'll
in
be
that
honest,
house.
it's why I'm here.
And that's fine too. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We
right.
welcome all of our neighbors here.
So wait,
Absolutely.
so
You
it's-
do? You say
absolutely.
you're crazy.
It's paradeofhomesorlando.com.
Yep.
I assume you have to buy a ticket. You can't just show up in somebody's house.
No, it is a free self-guided tour. Absolutely.
Really?
But
Really?
like during certain times.
Oh yeah. Don't
Yeah.
show up at midnight.
Yeah,
No.
so the parade runs from May 4th through May 12th. But if you visit paradeofhomesorlando.com, you can look up every entry, and it has the days and times that each entry is open because they're all different.
Yeah.
I thought it was the thing you paid for. That's great.
You like it even more now?
I do, because there are some that you have to pay for. Not here, but I mean,
Sure.
there are some of those like tours that you got to pay for.
Yeah.
Like the College Park one, you got to pay for. I
Yeah, it's
think.
different.
Uh-huh.
This is Lux. This is a different. This is a different level of home tour. You know what I mean? This is a parade, John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Marching band taking you to
and
every
you don't
house.
charge for parades. Parades are a gift to the community, and that's what this is. Yeah,
True. Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, if you were if you wanted someone to know something about the homes that you build, what would you tell them?
We really focus on that high-end luxury. We only take on a select number of clients at a time to really allow us to give you that one-on-one attention, customer service, attention detail, and I think when you see this home and see all the level of detail that went into it and the love that went into it, that kind of represents what we stand for.
I love it already.
Valdara. What does that mean?
We just love V's.
All right.
So Valdara does have a meaning. It's unique, untraditional way of thinking. So kind of outside the box thinking.
In a specific language, Chris, or is it
Greek?
in Greek?
all right.
That's
Well, there
fun.
you go.
Yeah. Yashu. That means,
Bless you.
That means hello. Yeah.
In Greek?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Thank you so much for having us in the home. I can't wait to show everybody some videos. I guess we got to talk the news now.
We do. We do.
Okay, cool.
I think Chris wants to take off.
Chris, you don't want to talk the news
No,
with us, do you?
no.
Not so much.
All right.
Well, you
thank
take off. We'll put our feet up on your nice white couch, and we'll
We
take
might
lots
move
of pictures.
in. We might move in. You probably wouldn't even notice there's so many rooms in this house. Oh, that Chris. I can't believe he
Yeah.
let us in his house.
I can't either. I'm not even wearing shoes.
Well, they made us take them off, which is a smart move. I have no idea where I walked today.
I like that. I don't like people coming in my home with shoes on. So
I don't really care. It doesn't bother me.
You don't?
No.
Well,
no.
you're filthy and have.
No, it's not so much
You
that.
have like
it's
6 dogs and
well,
a cat.
I just can't take my shoes off every time I go in my own house because
Yes,
what
you
if I
can.
forget my coffee cup? And I gotta take my shoes off, and so
Where's
it's
your
just too much.
coffee cup? Why
It's
do
in
you
my
keep-
kitchen. It's in my bedroom. It might be in my bathroom.
Go barefoot.
Every single time. What if I have dress shoes on?
I
What if
love-
I have boots on?
Well, if you're going somewhere, then that's fine.
That's what I mean.
An
Like,
exception.
do I
John.
take it off every single time I come
Yeah,
back into my
especially
house?
if you have these nice
What
floors.
if
You
I
don't want to
forgot
scuff them.
something?
You didn't scuff these floors. These floors look like there's not even any crumbs anywhere.
Yeah, sometimes
what I
you
mean?
can't leave plastic on the couch all the time.
No, well, okay.
You gotta live a
No, you
little,
can't.
man.
So, hey, it's nice to be back.
It is good. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Is that what you wanted me to
Yeah.
say? It's good to have you back, Brendan.
Well, I didn't want to make you say it, but I'm glad you did. Great episode last week.
Did you listen?
Yeah.
All right.
And
Good.
Shout
good.
out to Mike for filling in.
And Mo, official
Well,
attorney, Mo DeWitt.
He did an okay job.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. Mike always does a great job.
He
so
does.
He
He's
needs to
standing
be on
right
it
here
more.
too.
Yeah, watching us.
We did miss you last week. Thanks
Thank
to
you.
Stefanos for having us. Do you have a good time in Fort Myers?
I did. I'd never been. Have you been before?
I've never been to Fort Myers. No.
Okay, first time and visit Fort Myers. Flew me in. Well, they didn't fly me. They asked me to drive. They flew in the other. They flew in the other
worse.
riders.
Really?
Yeah. There were just 3 of us though.
Really?
Yeah, they call them fam trips.
Where are they from? Where were the other people from?
Texas
Oh, you gotta fly.
and Chicago.
Oh, okay. They gotta fly.
Yeah, and then I was just there, little old me, and they took us out on all of the islands. Went to Cabbage Key, which has this historic beautiful 1930s wooden home on it that's turned into a restaurant.
Cool.
And people just put dollar bills all up in it.
Sounds like a strip club.
It kind of felt a little strip clubby, but with great fish dip. And
Sounds like another. Never
no,
mind. Go
stop. Beautiful. I am now a diehard Fort Myers fan.
Yeah?
They have a music festival coming up called the Island Hopper Music Festival. It's exactly what it sounds like. You can hop on little water taxis between islands and hear live music, and that's in October. And I really, really want to
go
back.
back.
Yeah. I'm still writing the piece. It's for Orlando Magazine. You can see that come out.
Trying to get people to go there because of the hurricane that hit them.
Yeah, they were hit hard, man.
Oh, yeah, real hard.
And we saw it. There's still cleanup. Like we stayed on Fort Myers Beach at Margaritaville, and they, because of just the timing of when they started building, they're really the only big resort that's open on the beach right now, and everything else is kind of like still in construction mode 2 years later, and everybody's hanging out there.
Yeah, it has been 2 years. Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There were some boats that are still like in weird places, like in the forests along the highway. You'll see like just a random sailboat nowhere near water. You know, like you go on the docks and there's just a random tip of a sailboat poking out.
That should be a free for all. Like if you get it, it's yours now.
I think it kind of is. I think it's just up. Excuse me. I think it's just up to you to go get them, right?
But I'm saying anybody. Like if you can get it, it's yours. It's your new boat.
I kept asking all our.
Can I have that boat?
We did a tiki cruise on a teeny tiny tiki towboat thing, which is cool. Like you watch the sunset from a tiki boat. And I asked him, like, well, why can't we just pull up and, like, look at some of these boats? Like, I bet you there's some cool stuff in there. And he said, no, you can't go on the boats. You can't go on the boats. But, like, what's stopping you?
Nothing.
Right? I guess
then maybe somebody lives in there.
Pelicans and
troll
things.
or
A
something.
troll might live in there. Anyway, that was great. Thank you. Also, I need to give a shout out to the Edible Education Experience. They just had their spring soiree fundraising event. They had let me come. It was like 6 courses of food.
Is that right by your house?
It was. So I stumbled onto my house in College Park. They have an organic garden out front. It's sponsored by Emerald Lagasse and the Advent Health. And each course was made by a different chef in town. And it was so much fun. And I loved it. They made
I've never
47
been there.
grand.
I've never been there.
I'll
I've
bring
walked
you.
by it. I've biked by it, but I've never been in.
I'm going to bring you.
All right.
Yeah. You want to talk
Sounds
news?
good. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Wishcycling. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay.
No.
WMFE just wrote about it. So it's recycling, but people
Like things I want? Like have a wish list?
It's kind of like you wish you could recycle it, so you're just throwing it in the recycling anyway, and it has the unintended consequences of then the recycling plant has to dump all of the things that are with it. So,
I believe that.
So like a pizza box and your
Can't
paper
do that.
recycling,
Too greasy.
Too greasy, and so they don't just take out the pizza box; they'll
They'll-
dump that whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Same with like plastic bags too. Like,
Yeah.
like shopping bags. You can't throw those in your recycling.
We had a goal. Florida had a goal of doing like 75, like upping recycling rates to like 75%. They said we didn't even hit 60%.
I believe it.
Because it's all getting just spoiled.
I believe
Isn't
it.
that crazy?
Have you seen your neighbors? I'm sure your neighbors and my neighbors and other
Well,
people's neighbors. Take
my
one
neighbors-
look into their recycle bin. You'll be like, you can't put that in there.
I'll be honest.
can't put
I
a tire in there.
I do. But my neighbors are trash.
Yeah. Well,
I
I will
literally
say
saw
some of my neighbors in my neighborhood are trash
yeah,
too.
everything in their recycling. It was just another
It's
trash
trash.
bag. It's just another trash
It's like
bin.
we ran out
Yeah.
of room in our trash bin. Let's just throw it in the recycling
Scotty would
bin.
get so mad. He'd be like, I don't even want to put my thing out because their dumpster is going to ruin our whole truck worth of recycling.
It's true.
And I'm like rinsing out my jars and stuff.
They ain't rinsing
And they're
out
not rinsing nothing.
No.
Nothing.
All
It's
right.
full of dog duty and weird things that they find in the street.
I mean, I guess that would get recycled
Yeah.
eventually.
I just thought it was an interesting term. Wish cycling.
Wish cycling.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
not
you
what
don't-
I would have thought it would have meant.
What do you think it would
I
be?
thought it would have meant like, oh, I wish I had this, and then somebody gave it to me, like because they don't want it no more, so I'm getting it.
like free, like a
yeah,
freegan?
yeah.
Freeganism? Mm-hmm. Those are the people who don't dive into dumpsters.
I know some of those folks.
Yeah. Well, our old director of sustainability
It's
for
true.
the city of
I've
Orlando
taken
was
some
on
things.
YouTube's diving into dumpsters with a famous dumpster diver.
I've taken some stuff from trash. Have you? Have you never?
like
have you never like?
curbside
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
not like
I'm not
jumping
going to
in the
dive in a dumpster though
No,
for
me
like
neither.
old hot dog buns.
No, I have a job now.
Yeah. No, I have a job. No, I have a job. Yeah. Also, I don't care that much about.
No.
Although, like, I did.
You were in a dumpster as a mermaid.
As a merman, but it was a new dumpster, and it was filled with water from the kind, handsome men with mustaches at the Orlando Fire Department.
So you've been in a few dumpsters.
I've been in a couple dumpsters, but I didn't dive in to get trash out of it. I just happened to be there as a dumpster merman. Since we're talking about downtown, Chronic Guru, did you hear about this?
No.
So it's a little bit of a weird use for this. The old Tinker Building, the historic Tinker Building, named after the baseball dude.
Yeah, Chicago Cubs.
You got it.
Buried here.
Yeah, at the Greenwood Cemetery.
Yes. Yeah. Used to be home of the Orlando Weekly.
It was, yeah. And I, after Pulse, I had to do a whole thing with CBC. I talked to all of Canada through the radio because I was the only gay Canadian reporter that happened to be here in Orlando during the time. And I got to talk to all of Canada about it from their conference room because I just happened to be in the neighborhood when they needed me. And they moved out. The
Weekly did.
The Weekly's parent company sold it because they had no money, and they sold the building. And I believe it was some lobbyists bought it.
The Southern Group.
Southern Group bought it. Yeah, so they're upstairs, but the bottom floor is now a bar/dispensary.
So I can drink beers there?
You can, and you don't need your card. You can just go
Interesting.
hang out in the lounge. But if you need to get the pot, then you go to like another section of the
Interesting.
downstairs. Yeah.
What's it called?
Chronic Guru. It just opened up, and they call it a cannabis lounge.
I'll go over there.
There
and
was
check
a
it
line
out.
around the block when it opened.
Really?
Yes.
To drink beers or to get to?
I think they might have been giving out some swag.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah, like pot
not
stuff.
too far from
I
my
don't think they
office.
gave out free pot, but it kind of looked like they were giving out free pot on their Instagram. That's illegal, and I don't want to say that's what happened because we're on the radio, but that's what it sounded like.
Maybe they were charging a low amount for it, and it was almost like free.
like $1. Yeah, but you have to have your card.
Yes.
I would assume.
Yeah.
It didn't look like they were asking that, though, and I don't want to get in trouble because we're talking on the radio. Anyway, they're hosting events like a puff and paint. So if you have your medical card, you can puff on some medical marijuana and go paint a mushroom. That's what their first one was. They were painting mushrooms together.
So it's like when like the bachelorette party goes out and paints something
except
with
on
a
marijuana.
wine. Oh, not
and
a
with,
bad idea.
And with a room full of strangers, John.
I actually had an idea for that one time where it would be like erotic paintings.
What?
Well, yeah, like you'd go to somebody's house. It'd be like a fun party at somebody's house, but instead of it like being regular paintings, it'd be like erotic ones.
Like what?
I don't know. Like maybe you're like a nude
banana?
model, and like all these people paint you.
A basket of eggplants?
Yeah,
Like what do you?
I think it'd be funny. I think it could make some money.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
Sure. I'm not going to your house to paint
Not
erotic
me.
things,
I'm
John.
saying other people.
Why do you want people to come to your house and
No,
paint
it's
erotically
like a
with
party,
you?
like a Tupperware
I'm
party,
sure
but
it
like
is.
an erotic painting party.
Sure. If you it's like those cuddle clubs,
Yeah.
we're a bit off track. This isn't about news.
Maybe this house would let us host an erotic
An
painting.
erotic painting party. Don't get it
Probably
on
not.
the floor.
There's a sexy fireplace over there.
That is a pretty.
You can
sexy.
put that in your painting if you so desire.
It's kind of like. It is very erotic. It's like because it's like the vape. It's the vape stuff that's lit to look like fire in the recesses. Yeah,
It's really nice. They're not going
Yeah.
to let us do our painting party here. It's
No.
too nice of a house.
I would dress like a devil and smoke a cigar next to it just for the Instagrams. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay. Orlando's giving out incentives to the Orlando Magic Project. Do you hear about this?
I
The
did.
Entertainment District?
$40 million
Yeah,
in tax
and
cuts.
taxes,
And taxes.
and then $2.5 million in cash for their convention center. So
Yes.
this is for that Orlando Magic Entertainment District,
Right next to the Kia Center.
Yeah,
which is
directly
a
across.
Giant empty lot right now.
Yeah, it's been
Used
empty.
to be a parking garage with a popcorn store.
Yeah,
You
and
remember
the-
that popcorn store?
and the African mask place.
Yeah. And there was a bar right there too, right next to the.
And then
Kia
they
Center.
knocked it down because they're we're building something better. But that
10
was
years ago.
10 years ago, yeah. Well, now they're ready, and it's a $500 million project, 8.4 acres.
And they've been talking about this for years.
yeah.
And that space is.
And
like
now they're
a-
hitting
like
us
a
up for
war
tax
zone right
dollars.
there. Because there's just nothing there. It's just like so
no,
sad.
I do remember that is where they tried to stage people for the Orlando Solar Bears tie-dye event where everybody's wearing tie-dye and
Last
they're trying
year.
to break the record.
Last year.
And so once they counted you, they made you go onto that lot, and you weren't allowed to leave. And there was no shade. There were no restrooms. And then people started rebelling because they were there for like 2 hours. And they're like, I can't just sit here in the sun. There's not even a place to buy a beer. And there were like old people who needed to sit down, and there was nowhere to sit down. And they lost track of everybody.
And they didn't get the record.
Chaos. No, and they had to give up.
We need to take a break. I want to talk about this.
Are we
though.
already done?
Yeah. This half. We're not.
Yeah, let's come
done.
back. Let's take a break. Great idea, John. When we get back, we're going to talk about the Orlando Magic project that they're now calling Westcourt.
Mo DeWitt.
John, how are you?
I'm great, but I hear that you are giving away a motorcycle.
We are, and if you want to enter to be a part of the motorcycle giveaway, you have to go to bikerswinorlando.com, and then we'll enter you in the contest, and we're going to pick a winner and give away a motorcycle up to $20,000. So you get to pick the motorcycle you want.
So wait, Mo, I can pick any bike I want for up to $20,000?
Any bike you want.
And where do I got to go?
bikerswinorlando.com.
That's bikerswinorlando.com.
Hey, man, are you looking for a place that's not your laundry room or your kitchen table to do some work? Got to get away from the kids? Credo Conduit is the co-working space you've been waiting for. You'll be surrounded by other creatives, entrepreneurs, coffee roasters, journalists, and nonprofit leaders who will help you celebrate your wins and help you with your needs to thrive and pursue a life of greater meaning, impact, and community. Go to credoconduit.com today to book a tour.
Welcome back to Bungalower and the Bus. I'm the Bus, John Bus.
And I'm Brendan O'Connor from Bungalower.com.
Brendan, we are in a beautiful house right now.
We are.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the showcase home for Parade of Homes Orlando.
Yeah. and
2024.
There's 80 homes.
80.
You can go see them all if you want.
For free.
For free. Go to the website, though, because you can't just show up.
Yeah.
Don't just knock on their door and say, I want to see your house.
No, I get unless you're really cute. That's just not going to work out for you.
Yeah. What are the dates? May
12th,
4th
through the
12th. Yeah, there you go.
I remembered one of them.
Parade of Homes Orlando.com. And we're in one of them here in Winter Park.
We should go.
We're already
Wanna
out
go
one
together?
down.
Yeah.
Maybe they have like one of those passports. Like you can go get a stamp
And
at
you
every
get it
house.
stamped.
And then if you see
I
them
can
all,
tell from the look we're getting not
don't have
not
that.
the case, but also great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you get them all, you could maybe win a house.
Yeah. A tiny one.
Tiny house.
A tiny house
Uh-huh.
on
Yeah,
Lake Fairview.
Yeah, you got to live by
Yeah.
people that live in that neighborhood.
Yeah, the fun. Yeah,
I'll just leave it at that.
just leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah. Before the break, we were talking about the city of Orlando just willy-nilly giving away tax dollars. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$40 million
40
worth.
In tax incentives on that one.
Yeah.
They're not just giving them $40 million. They are giving them like $2 million, though.
Sounds like they're giving it away.
What do you think about that? So I'll say this. I get the issue with it.
Should we say what's going to be part of the project?
Yes. Yeah.
Before we so maybe people need context. Right.
Right next to the Kia Center. If you're just joining us, this is right next to the Kia Center,
Which
where
used
the
to be
Magic
the
play.
Amway Center.
Yeah, where the Magic play, where the Solar Bears play. Both are in the playoffs right now too.
Yep.
So go check that out.
Elton John has been there a couple times.
I saw the Postal Service last night there.
Now you're bragging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're getting a 260 room full service hotel with 16,000 square feet of Class A office space, 270 residential units, 10 of which will be affordable.
Attainable, I think they said. is the word.
Attainable?
I think the word is attainable.
I saw affordable. Okay.
I think it was
Doesn't
attainable.
matter. Either way. Thanks for that. 125,000 square feet of retail and 3,500 person live event venue, a town square, and 1,100 new parking spaces. Which I'll tell you, I know the city and the CRA is really excited about that.
For the parking?
The parking, but it's all going to get gobbled up by everything that's there. I don't know how much it's going to offset things for.
Did
like
you say
Church
restaurants
Street.
and bars?
I didn't, but that's in there.
I'm sure it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, retail.
Okay. So and the city's like, we want this to get going.
Yeah.
We want this to get built to maybe.
And they're using
spur-
money from the CRA, which is a tax district downtown. So it's not like they're taking taxes from, like, I don't know, Hunter's Creek to offset things downtown. It's from downtown. They're dollars from developments downtown to redevelop downtown.
Yeah. And so some people are upset because it's saying you're taking money that could go to other programs and other things.
Other people are upset that they're saying it's displacing people in Paramore, and I'll be like,
it's a vacant lot right now.
yeah, like not even homeless people are on that lot.
No,
like,
it's
locked
just
down.
a big blue tarp around it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like,
I mean,
let's
it's
just
been
build
like
it up.
that. Like I said, it's been like that for 10 years.
Yeah.
And you walk by it, and there's really no activity around the Kia Center.
There is a guy though. What's his name? Tim Green. I just saw something on Growth Spotter. He's looking to do a project with 6 new high rises.
We talked about that. Yeah, we talked
Right?
about
Oh,
that.
you did?
I'll believe that when I see it.
Yeah.
But this one specifically, though,
Is happening.
It'll be nice that something is going there, finally. Because, as I said, like, you go downtown for a game, you go downtown for an event, and people kind of park and go right to the Kia Center. There's really, like,
I heard
not a lot of
rumors
people hanging out.
back in the day, they were saying they might even have a casino. You know?
No, that ain't going to happen.
No, not now.
No,
but a place where you could do online betting, I bet would happen. Is it still a casino if it's like just
I
a
don't
bar
think
where
so.
you can do online
I
betting
don't
together?
know. I don't know how all that
With
works.
strange? I don't know either. Sounds like math.
But I do know some people are not happy with the tax giveaways.
All right. Hey, we're in Winter Park.
Yeah, we are.
Winter Park.
But they don't allow us here very often.
Well, because of my saucy photo uses, my photo choices when I write about Winter Park.
You do that on purpose, though.
I do, because I used to work for the city of Winter Park, and Clarissa
fired
Howard,
you.
who I love, and she's the public information person for the city of Winter Park, will always send me a text like, "Really, Brendan? A picture of Godzilla? You know what?
It's
were
been
you
a while,
thinking?"
though, right?
It's been a hot minute. She's great though.
You need to ramp it up.
I'll ramp it up.
Yeah, you need to ramp it up.
But Winter Park just named their first black city commissioner.
I saw that.
Isn't that
He
great?
won by 32 votes, I think.
He did, which was like like a percentage.
Every vote counts.
It really does.
Every vote counts.
And he's a wrestling coach and a teacher
At Winter Park High
at
School,
Winter Park
right?
High School.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Craig Russell.
I think
Congratulations.
they vote. Isn't it like they vote at large in Winter Park, and so like the whole community votes for the people.
Yeah.
It's not like you have a district,
Right.
so everybody in the
Yes.
city votes. So it's a little different than like the city of Orlando.
No, it's exciting. They also have their first female mayor.
yeah,
You know, so
progressive here in Winter Park.
I love it. Yeah, I never would have said that before, but here we go.
you
Congratulations.
worked for him.
I did. So that's why I never would have said it before.
You no longer work for him, though.
No. Are you rubbing it in?
It's been years.
It's been years. It's been a long time. And now my office where I used to work is the parking lot across from the Winter Park Event Center. My little office is just
bulldozed it.
yeah.
Maybe they'll put a plaque there when you pass away.
When I pass away, inevitably tomorrow.
Oh, we all will
Say with-
inevitably.
Wow, this is getting dark, John. FDOT's handing over fiscal responsibility for running SunRail very soon. In
How
fact,
many-
by the end of the year.
How many years is it? Was it a 7-year contract originally?
Yeah, that
Wasn't it?
sounds right.
Yeah, because I think I worked at the Orlando Sentinel when they launched SunRail,
Okay.
and that was sort of the big
In
thing.
2014.
yeah, and they were like, "Well, that's 10 years then. Maybe they extended it." But
Yeah.
they were like, "Well, what?"
Oh, it got delayed because of the pandemic.
Oh, the train
Wasn't running.
the train had COVID,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
got to take a little
Well,
break.
they all did. They took a break.
So
that's 2 or 3
We should
years.
say before, like, was it the who paid for it originally?
FDOT.
Okay, and now they're like saying, "Okay, cities, your turn.
It's on you.
Tag, you're
Cities and
it."
counties. It's really Orlando and then multiple counties.
I thought it was, yeah, all of them have to. Don't
Yeah.
they all have to chip in if they're
yes.
if it runs through their
Which
city?
is it Volusia that DeLand?
Yeah,
Yeah. So DeLand has a station that's opening at the end of the summer.
which would be awesome because like that is
Oh.
an actual destination that if you live in Orlando, you
Yeah.
might want to go to because you can get off the train there and actually walk around.
and they, like Winter Park, were built around rail.
Yeah,
so
and Winter
it's
Park's a
closer
good one,
to
too.
downtown.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sanford's tough because it's so far away from their downtown.
It is, but they have that little trolley
Yeah.
service too now.
and then DeBerry, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, DeBerry's like Tumbleweed County, you know, like
But if you
Yeah.
work there, or if you live there and you
I
work
said it.
downtown, but if you work there and you work downtown, live there, work downtown, it's convenient.
yeah,
It
and I
could
would
be.
love to go to DeLand. I love
I'm
DeLand's
saying
great.
DeBerry, but yeah, DeLand as
Yeah.
well.
No, I changed. I did a thing for SunRail paid us to go to DeBerry and write a whole
You
thing
get out,
about the
you're like,
excursion.
all right, let's get back in.
I did. Well, at first I kind of was. It was like, where am I supposed to go from here? But luckily, I had charted it all out ahead of time
Good.
because I'm a professional.
I think there's a Shell gas station right there by the
Ooh.
DeBerry.
Well, we don't like them.
Okay.
Because of the, let's see, we're getting political. Anyway, so when we originally made that deal to take over the fiscal responsibility of running SunRail, do you know how much we thought it would cost a year?
A year to operate?
Yes.
I'll say $7 million.
8. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Pretty
Pretty close.
good.
Look at
Do you know what they're saying it will cost now?
that. 16.
No. 40.
Whoa, a year?
A year.
No.
Yes.
How did
Part of it because it's a little bit longer now. It's been added to.
Really?
The costs are higher, just like
what are the costs
inflation.
now? Like, what are the costs now?
I don't know. It
Sal-
all
I
seems
mean,
made up, John. For
gas,
40 to go
salary?
up that much is just insane.
I mean, they're not building new tracks, are they?
sometimes.
I mean, I'm not saying things don't cost money. Don't
I
get
don't
me
know.
wrong.
I think
but
they're
like,
using older tracks, but they need to make sure they're
I'm
nice.
saying
and-
what? So $40 million a year.
I don't know, John.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what to tell you here.
All right.
It's just expensive as heck.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And people need to know that because we're going to be paying for it. And Orlando's going to be paying a third of it because the formula for how to pay it is based on how many people are coming and going from your platforms. And Orlando has more platforms in its district than like Volusia would or Seminole.
So the county doesn't have to chip in on that? Orange County?
They're also in on it, but
Not as much.
no, not
But,
as much.
but the city was probably the one pushing it the most originally.
yes.
And it probably, I would guess, benefits them the most,
yeah, they want to extend it to the airport.
which would be good.
Yeah. Well
That's a lot,
said,
though.
John.
That's a lot.
It would be good.
That's a lot, though.
It would be. Did you
40
see that stuff
billion.
about Parliament House? Open it up
Not
2
one
locations.
location.
Yeah. They said, you know what? And when we come back, one's not enough.
No.
We need 2.
2.
And I still don't believe it's really happening.
So the first one is, well, the original one closed down.
Yes.
5 years ago? 4 years ago?
Sure.
It's
That
been a
sounds
while.
right. On Orange Blossom Trail.
Knocked down, not even there no more.
No, because
Don't-
Lions something out of Miami is going to build a beautiful
Believe it when I see it.
Pruitt Igo knockoff.
Believe it when I see it.
Yeah, gorgeous.
So then Parliament House as a bar and dance club and establishment.
Gay Mecca.
Gay Mecca. They said, well, we're going to move downtown
Yeah.
in the City Arts Building.
In the former City Arts Factory building right at Pine and Orange.
And
And then it just stalled.
yeah, they haven't
For
opened
years, nothing was happening. They didn't put in drywall. Like, it was just sitting there empty, vacant. Nobody knew what was happening. They wouldn't talk to press. And then a logo appeared on an Ivanhoe Village landmark, from Tim Majors, the M Lounge M Bar space, directly across the street from another gay bar,
Uh-oh.
Savoy.
Is it the gay district now?
Hey, I guess so. Gayborhood.
Gay town?
They're gayborhooding. Well, I hope the people at the caboose, those red hat wearing people at the caboose, will be okay
Maybe
with
that
it.
caboose will turn into have another meeting.
I gotta say, caboose is a pretty gay name.
It is. It is.
You
You already got the name
So
for
2
it.
Parliament houses. One will be opening. The one downtown they say will be opening this summer. It'll obviously take longer for the Ivanhoe Village one to take place.
But
'cause
what do they
there's a lot
got?
of
What do
work.
they got to do with the Ivanhoe Village one? I mean, could you just put some logos up and just start dancing?
I guess. But if
mean,
you want
get
it to
some-
be a
get
bar,
some
like a
strobe lights.
resort, you got to make sure the bathrooms are up to code. It's been empty
but
a
it
long
was
time.
a bar before.
Yeah, it's been empty though a long time, and they're doing the second floor, and
2
that was
years, it's
offices.
not like
So there's
it's
a
like
conversion.
It's not an ancient ruin.
Well, why don't you do it, John? Sounds like you got it all figured out.
So why would you open 2 places if you haven't even opened one yet?
Begs the question, especially if both of the people involved have had an interesting, muddy fiscal financial background. I think there's some. There was like how many bankruptcies did Parliament have? before? A few, right? And then there was like allegations of not paying sales tax, right? Which is definitely a problem.
Not good.
No, and then the Majors people, we wrote about them when they closed because they were getting a lawsuit because they were trying to sell properties that they said were full of tenants and there were no tenants in the properties that they were selling. So like also,
And then we went and did a
I
show
know,
there,
no.
and I thought everybody was working there.
there we were. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it.
We were M Lounge had just opened. We were sitting there, and then it was just us and a bunch of old men
and young Russian
and then,
women.
And then all of a sudden, it was full of young Russian women,
attractive.
beautiful Russian
And they
women.
weren't there for you and I.
And they were not. They
Especially
paired up
you.
with all the old men, and we were recording when it happened. And I remember I said, "Oh, Oh,
And maybe
they're
were
all
just-
working.
Yeah, I don't know. Allegedly.
Allegedly. But you can't convince me otherwise.
I hope Parliament House opens up.
I hope they both open up. It'll be great. Regina Hill
Ooh.
is back in the news right now because she's obviously appealing the court's decision, the judge's decision to not let her access that 96-year-old woman's money.
I don't understand that. I mean,
weird.
everybody can appeal decisions.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Commissioner Regina Hill of District 5 got the boot from the governor, because that's what it
kicked
takes.
her out.
Because what was it? What's the indictment? They filed an indictment on 7 charges against her for allegedly taking advantage of an old woman who lives in her district and spending over $100,000
of money
on a facelift, teeth lift,
IV treatments, hotel rooms,
all those things, vitamin injections.
So when she went to court, I think the judge was like, "Well, you can't have access to this woman's accounts
and
no
filing
more."
like forever, like
Yeah.
a permanent. And it was like, you are never. Don't talk to this lady. Don't go to her properties.
And there was another woman who took over, who was like a family friend. I believe.
And now Regina Hill's appealing that decision and saying she needs access to the funds or something, and filed like, here are all the reasons why.
'Cause, according to the reasons, were they didn't the court didn't do the right.
Yeah.
They didn't look at it all right, and I'm not a lawyer, so
No.
But there was some issue with how they determined that final judgment,
And so
the other lawyers
you
were saying you
imagine?
need to look at this again.
yeah, crazy.
But like, I guess I didn't understand. Did she just because she's not working at the city?
I'm assuming
doesn't have a paycheck coming in.
I'm assuming if she can reverse that decision, then it makes it look better. Like the case against her isn't as strong.
Because there's 2 cases. There's a civil case and
There's
a
a
criminal
civil
case.
right because
Criminal.
she's getting sued by the family of the woman,
Uh-huh.
and then she's also, what's that, from the state or the federal? It's the federal government, the FBI.
I think it's the state. It was FDLE.
Okay,
It was the
FDLE.
state. It was
Yeah.
the state.
Oh, either way,
A lot of trouble there. So
Yeah.
we'll see. When's that hearing? Did you have that?
June.
Okay, a few
Something,
weeks.
something.
Few weeks.
We just wrote about it. If you want all the context, it's all on bungalower.com.
It's confusing. There's a lot of moving parts on that one.
It's mostly confusing because, like, why would you think you would be granted access to this lady and her funds again?
Again. Yeah.
How crazy are you?
We'll see.
It's crazy.
We'll see what the judge
That
says.
poor woman. Hammered Lamb had a little kerfuffle too.
We talked about this last
You
week
did?
a little bit. Yeah, with Mo, and he gave his opinion on
Legally?
what they could
I don't
do.
remember that.
Well, you must have been having a little too much fun in Fort Myers,
Thanks.
maybe.
All right.
But we can talk about it though. I can get your take on it.
Orlando Sentinel wrote a piece based on health reports saying that Hammered Lamb had been shut down because they failed some.
And they do this
health reports.
regularly.
Yeah.
This is a regular thing.
But
they
the
do.
issue was the address used to be attributed to Ethos Vegan, which has been in Winter Park for 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? And it was really Ethos Vegan that failed those inspections. Ooh. Ooh, I got sexy all of a sudden. But it was not Hammered Lamb, despite what Orlando Sentinel was working with. And so Orlando Sentinel had to print a retraction.
And a story they wrote about it, of how they messed up and how they're going to fix it.
And how they're
going to
fix it, which is great. Exactly what you're supposed to do.
Took a little while, though.
And then Hammered Lamb is like, he's smart. He's milking it.
I
Like,
would.
come and support our business. We're being
Absolutely.
affected. There's already traffic because of this construction thing that's shutting down everything on Orange Avenue. You need to come help us. And it worked. I think they've been very busy ever
Good.
since. Tijuana Flats
T-flats.
declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Yes.
Closed about 10 locations.
All in Orlando or just
No,
all
all
over?
over.
I don't even know how many locations they have total.
100 and...
Oh, That's
No,
more,
it's
a lot.
91 now. 91 now, I think. Or maybe it's 191.
It's a lot.
191.
It's a lot. And they didn't. So I didn't grow up with T-flats. Obviously, it was like a Florida thing.
Yeah.
And when I moved here, it was like, oh, like this
The
is
quality
kinda,
changed. It sold,
It did.
I want to say 6 or something years ago.
Yes.
And the quality changed a bit.
When I first
Yeah.
moved here, there was one downtown, and I would go there. The beers
Thornton
were
Park.
$2.
They had the sauce bar.
They have those at all of them, I think.
Okay.
But like the tacos were good. They were more than Taco Bell, but less than like maybe a sit down taco
Yeah.
place. But they were good. And I've been recently. They weren't so good.
It's tough. I know they hired their first corporate chef not too long ago. We've done some work with them.
I mean, it could be good again. I think they sort of fell off the wagon of
The
quality.
original owners started their own brand. It's called Big Taco.
There's one in Castleberry, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I was invited to the opening, but I couldn't go because it's not in our coverage area. But it sounds
Still
great.
Go. Maybe he'd want you to just be
It
there.
looks. I'm excited to see that. Hey, like they sold. They didn't like what was happening with Tijuana Flats, and then they opened their own thing that was kind of like more true to the brand that they opened back when they were.
Brian
at UCF.
Wheeler is his name.
Oh,
I wrote his dad's obituary.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it a nice obituary?
Yeah.
Did you talk about tacos?
I think I write vengeful obituaries.
I don't know what you would write. Was it heartfelt? I can't
I think
imagine you
so.
writing something like emotional.
Why not?
You're a very non-emotional person.
Maybe when I talk,
Yeah.
but not when I write.
Do you remember what you said
remember.
about
I
it?
don't. I'd have to go back and look.
Did you
I
say
do
thank
remember.
you for giving us the gift of tacos through your son?
The dad did help out some. Like he loaned his son like $5,000 to start the
Oh,
first
that's
one or
nice.
something like that. And then he ended up working for his son,
Oh.
if I remember right. Oh, like as like a it's like a father and son thing. He wasn't like, now I got to go work for my son.
And his dad made him work on the line after a $5,000 investment.
Yeah.
He was
No,
the
it wasn't like
a
that.
tortillera. Yeah, like an old lady just making tortillas all day. We could talk about Michelin stars, but that's boring. Did you hear about these pot seltzers that Tactical Brewing's selling?
I saw the photo.
Yeah, it's a seltzer with pot in it.
Isn't it easier to do it in seltzer than beer or something like that, or vice versa?
Yeah, I think so, because there's less rules about it being in a seltzer versus in a beer. They're using Delta 9, and you can drink a seltzer and get stoned.
Really? Can
Yeah.
anybody buy it?
Yeah, because Delta 9 is not regulated by the government.
Really?
Yeah, it's like uber processed pot.
Did you try one?
No, I'm a little nervous about processed things. I do have them. I have 4 in my outdoor fridge. They're just sitting there calling my name, but I'm not like pumped up enough to
Are
try
they
them yet.
16, like big cans? Or those
They're
slim
just like a
cans?
normal beer. Yeah, 16.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they taste. Oh, you don't know what they
I don't
taste
know
like.
yet. There's a strawberry
Of course there is.
kiwi. What do you mean?
No reason.
What?
Seltzers have that flavor.
Are you making fun of Tactical because they
No.
do fruity things?
No, they like fruity beers.
They
man.
do.
They do.
Which is why I like it so much. And a pineapple mango. Yeah.
I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah?
Maybe.
You would? There's
Maybe,
pot
why
in it,
not?
though.
That's
You'll
all right.
test positive on a drug test.
I don't work anywhere now. Where I
You've
have
never
to take,
done the drugs, though. You don't like to do the pot.
I have smoked pot
You
in my
have?
life. In my life, I
You
have.
inhaled?
Yes.
Did
It's
you
been
get
a long time.
Did you get goofy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's fun. And
Yeah.
that's why you don't want to do it again?
Uh,
I've been working on you for years to
I
smoke
know,
a little
I
marijuana
know,
cigarette with
I
me.
know.
And you've
Well,
never done it.
mostly it's because whenever I would also be drinking.
Okay.
So I'd
Too
be
much.
drinking a lot, and then
Yeah.
somebody would be like, "Do you want that?" Yeah.
I'll give you a seltzer.
And then I would
You
just
can tell
feel
me
terrible.
what you think. We'll give you a seltzer. You can write a little book report about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tell us how it made you
I
feel.
don't really like. I like regular seltzers. I don't
Okay.
really like alcohol ones.
Okay. Well, these are like fruity pot ones.
Do they have booze in them?
I think so.
All right.
I'm actually not 100% sure if there's booze in them. Why would you need booze and pot?
I don't know.
It's a downer and down. Did you hear that stuff about the hall on the yard in Ivanhoe Village?
We did. We talked about it last
You
week.
did?
You didn't listen
'cause
to
I
our
broke
show
the
at
story.
all. You didn't listen to our show
did.
at all. You liar.
I did.
We gotta go.
I broke the story. Are we done?
We are.
All right.
You did break the story. We actually said.
That's when I broke it. I
breaking news.
remember you texted me about it.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
gotta go.
All right. Well, thank you so much to the Florida Parade of Homes.
No, Parade of Homes Orlando.
Well,
.com.
thank you so much to Parade of Homes Orlando.
Thanks to Chris for letting us in his house.
And Chris.
He's letting us move
He
in.
built this.
Yeah, he said you guys can just
He
move
said
in.
nobody else lives here. You might as well stay here. There's a secret office. They'd never know we were in there. Yeah.
You know, one more thing. We gotta thank you. Eugene
Oh, sure. There's
Snowden.
time for you having one.
Yeah.
more
Oh
thing.
no, I want to thank Eugene Snowden. Because for 5 years he's been the theme music to our show,
I love Eugene
and he
Snowden.
still is.
Yeah.
but we never give him a shout out. So
It's not true, never, but I
Very
hear you.
rarely.
But very rarely
yeah.
do we.
So if you like the first song, the
Support Eugene Snowden.
Yeah.
He's one of the best blues, jazz, funk musicians in the area. He just got back in town.
Yep.
Because his mom's been sick in Atlanta, so he's been up there supporting her.
Aren't they doing shows or did they already pass?
There's 2 coming up this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one's at Will's Pub.
Okay. And go Solar Bears and go Magic.
Yeah,
Got some big games this weekend.
great.
All right.